My name is... Okay, let me think. My name is going to be your worst nightmare. No, sorry, that'll be my dynasty name. My name will be Allie. And my dynasty name will be your worst nightmare. Yeah. That's pretty epic. I like that. Party game, play on Twitch. We're gonna be playing on Twitch. I already have this. I already have that. I'm pretty sure it already works. Okay, so, chat. We will be deciding which 3 factions that you will be playing as today. I'm gonna zoom down so that, there we go. Okay, so, which factions will we choose? I'm gonna read them all out loud so that, you know, everybody gets to understand which ones we're working with. If we just end up with the same 3, that'd be really funny. But we'll give all the factions a shot because I think different factions have different, they have different storyline. Okay, well, green's probably definitely gonna be one of them. Okay, so let's see. The Barons, red. The Barons are brash, rural lords, famous for their belligerence and fondness for hunting. Huzzah! The Chiefs of the North. The Chiefs are honorable warriors renowned for their pagan religion and prowess in combat. The Counts, purple. The Counts are ruthless aristocrats steeped in secrecy. Allegations of forbidden rituals are unproven. The Grandees of the South. The Grandees are impassioned duelists known for their strict adherence to honor, etiquette, and the ninth god. And the Green Gang, Patricians of the Coast. The Patricians are wealthy seafaring merchants noted for their cleverness, skill in negotiation, and ornate masks. Now, the top 3 factions that are voted will be the the 3 factions that I choose for Twitch chat. So, choose wisely. And, there's a setting here. There's a new setting here. I can allow additional votes, but you have to trade channel points for them. Should I toggle that feature on? I can make it so that, like, you know, you have to pay, like, 50 doubloons or something. It won't be very high. No? Okay, fine. Never mind. We're just gonna do straight votes. Okay. Just straight votes. And go. Go, go, go. Let's see. Let's see. It just needs to be the top 3. Whichever the top 3 are gonna be the top 3, are the 3 that we're gonna choose. Yeah. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, so there is a variety of votes that we're seeing here. It seems like blue, purple, and green are currently in the lead. Okay. Ooh, very interesting. I'm glad at least one of the factions is different because we had purple and green last time, you sillies. Okay, so it seems that we will have purple, green, and blue. And just remember, I'm pretty sure that this, like, you can join the game now. Do exclamation point join followed by your pronoun. I'm pretty sure it just sorts you into a random gang. So green gang, even if you were green last time, that doesn't mean you will be green this time. I hope you know that. I hope you're aware. I hope you know that. I will, and just so you know, if you're just joining and you haven't joined joined any of these yet, you can join mid-game, I believe. So, don't you worry. Yeah. How many of you are in the same faction as last time? Because that'd be pretty funny. Okay. We will have until 2 minutes from now for people to join. This is pretty fun little gang of people. You cannot switch. I don't think you can switch. Unless you can only switch, you can only switch apparently if you own the game. I just saw that here. It says new Dynasty players who own the game can type join region in Twitch chat to join a specific region, but you have to own the game to do so. Yeah, okay. Just a little bit more. Just a minute more. You don't have to buy the game though. You can also just be happy with the region that you were sorted in, because you don't need to buy it to play. This is a free game. Okie dokie, and time is up. We're gonna begin the game right now. Yeah. So, just to recap, as the monarch, I need to acquire an heir and complete my ambition to win. So I set a goal at the beginning of my dynasty, at the beginning of my reign, and if I manage to get that goal, I win. For you, as the regions, you have to complete a specific number of schemes that are related to these stats over here. So you have trade, farming, military, fate, and defiance. And some of your schemes are going to be like, okay, you need to keep trade at a certain number in order to win, or you need to erode, like, the treasury of the monarch, or, like, the authority of the monarch to win. It does a really good job of explaining itself, so if you're not very sure what's happening, don't worry, like, the game will make sense to you soon. Yeah, and to win, basically, you just need to complete all 3 of your schemes, which, you guys got very dangerously close to last time, so I don't doubt that you guys are probably gonna win this time. But yeah, anyway, let's go. Each season you'll get 3 events to play. Click on one to get started. Let's get started. The path to victory. The monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful but not necessary. Complete your ambition before a scheme or rebellion usurps you, or before you lose all your authority, treasury, or stability. This is your monarch. Okay, yeah, I know that. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. But how can I stop them? To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you're worthy of the crown by completing ambition. My question is this. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Okay, last time I said that I wanted to be the greatest queen who ever lived. But, you know, that didn't turn out very great. I had to pivot. I had to pivot a lot. So what I'm thinking is maybe, what I can do is, be a conqueror. A warrior queen is sure to be remembered fondly if she wins more battles than she loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Let's go to the coronation. Okay. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving orders? Of course, Your Majesty. But to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. They wouldn't dare. You should pay more attention. The nobles are always plotting something. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Let us call the nobles in. Okay. So you guys are gonna get to vote. What kind of coronation should be held for the new queen? Last time you threw me into the river. And I didn't like that very much, so don't do that. You are not gonna be allowed to throw me in the river this time. Nope, no, no. I took it off. You're not throwing me in the river this time, okay? Alrighty. Let's begin. What the fuck? What the fuck? No! I hate it here. I never should have trusted you. Stop the count. No! Stop it. I don't want to spend that much money. Chat. Chat, no! You should vote D! Fuck this shit. Okay, voting is closed. You want to host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. I fucking hate it here. The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks, and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? You want me to move myself to the other? Okay, here. I will move myself to, does this work? Yeah, I think that works. That one's okay. Like bottom left. Yeah. I'm so tiny. Okay. Council interruption. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course, the wealthy coast. Chief Ardark KSU says, "Good luck in your days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it dealing with us lot." Count Death Knight RZ says, "An honor to finally meet your acquaintance, your majesty. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor." And Lord Patrician Titan ACU says, "A pleasure, your august majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign." And with that, introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. And those was all the events for this season, so we can just end there? Okay. And now, each region can vote on their schemes. You can vote on the tasks that you have to complete in order to overthrow me. So make sure that you vote wisely. Vacuum of the final boss 7670 dynasty, legendary Eastern orator, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false queen, Ali, wears the crown. So, counts, vote. What scheme should the counts pursue to overthrow the new queen and place their preferred claimant, Vacuum, on the throne? Yes, yes, yes. Vote wisely. Yes, 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 yes. Okie dokie. I'll allow a few more votes to come in, because I know people had to read them. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and done. Voting has closed. You guys have decided that you want to pursue a blood ritual to overthrow the new queen and place your claimant on the throne. And in order to do that, you need to have the highest farming stat of all the other people. So make sure that you do that. The Counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other regions, paving a clear path to the throne. First, they must ensure that they can withstand a famine. To advance their scheme, they must be the region with the highest farming and set 4 seasons. Okay. Now the chiefs! Kestrid of the Daktoa clan, notorious northern orator, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. Chiefs of the North! We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter queen, Allie. How do we make that happen? What scheme should you pursue to overthrow the new queen and place their preferred claimant on the throne? Sorcery, uprising, or prophecy? Yeah, no, that's pretty funny. Like, you kind of got shafted here because you only have to... You can only choose between authority and treasury. Okay, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Voting has closed. You have decided that you must use prophecy to overthrow the new queen. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new queen rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Can I see? Chiefs? I have good authority. Yeah. Wait, oh no! Oh no! Wait! No! I gotta lower my authority. Damn it. I was like, oh, I gotta... No! Dominic of the Voltiest Boy family. Well-known coastal political fixer. Scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Allie. Something must be done. What scheme should the patricians use to overthrow the new queen? Subterfuge, doppelganger, or intimidation? Something you should note is that you're trying to make your clan win, okay? So if that means you interfere with the other clans, that's okay. You don't care about them. You only care about yourselves. Keep that in mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Voting has closed. You've decided to go for a doppelganger? The patricians plan to sweep the real queen for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the patricians must keep their defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Okay, let's see. So... I need to lower my authority. I need to get rid of your... I need to fuck with your farming. And I need to make you defiant. Okay. That's okay. Now let me adopt a new law. Let's see. Let me see. I don't like any of these. I don't like any of the... All of these are so gambling. So if I pick this one, if I choose something and you guys vote for it, you get money. So I can bribe you. But, this one's a little weird, so let me just pick that one. Okay. Let's see. The Honor Guard. Now that you are queen, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? I'd like to see you try. Is it your imagination, or does your martial stifle a wry chuckle? In any case, she quickly hides it. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from danger. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. Okay, sure. Let's see what my options are now. Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes. The counts with Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose. And the patricians offer their greatest gladiators, champions of the arena. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. No battle nuns, so I can't have an army of sexy bayonettas. But what I can do is... I like the sound of gladiators. I think I'll do gladiators this time. The Coastal Gladiators. Wait, no! I put the... No! I was supposed to... No! I was supposed to... I was supposed to lower your defiance. No! No, I was supposed to raise your defiance. Ugh, I'm so stupid. Okay, the gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm happy with that. That works for me. That works for me. I'm supposed to be in King of the Castle. I don't know why it didn't change. There, let me... What? Hey! King of the Castle! What? No. King of the Castle. Okay, there we go. That should have changed it. Okay. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Okay, well, you know, I'm not even mad because we got like oily gladiator babes. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. An invitation. Your Majesty, this year we will be holding the winter feast in my clan hall. It would be an honor if you could attend. You wanted farming. Their whole thing is farming. Their whole thing is... I look forward to it. The winter feast is a special time of the year. Okay, yeah. I don't need you to be defiant, it's okay. The printing press. Your August Majesty, a blacksmith in the coast has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Instead of relying on the painstaking effort of scribes, it produces 100 copies of text an hour. Sounds dangerous. We got this event last time, but I'm gonna go full fucking ivory tower matriarch on this shit. Your Serene Highness, but it could also be very profitable. The Queen is right. Books should stay in churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. Let me see. I don't want the printing presses to be used by the masses. I will veto that. So now, you are allowed to start your vote, chat. May the voting begin. D is slowly catching up. D is slowly catching up. But it seems like C is the winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting's done. Voting has closed. Only the university may be able to use printing presses. Hell yeah, brother. Quail University will be proud to take stewardship of this marvelous new technology. Over the next few months, the university publishes countless educational texts, spreading knowledge that had once been confined to its own library. It proves an immense boon to trade and farming, as the common folkie learn advanced techniques for increasing crop and mining yields. Oh shit, look at that. You're fertile now, the North. You got that fertility going on. Crazy. Authority is now ineffective. Oh, baby. That's good. We don't want authority. We don't want authority. Yes, let's go. Let's go. End season. The nobles may now use their personal wealth to bid on any building in the region, each of which affects a stat. We will be starting the auction. At the moment, everybody should have 1,000 gold, so make sure that you choose wisely because only 2 of the highest funded will be built. That means that one of you is not going to get your monument, so make sure you negotiate. I'll give you like 30 seconds. Actually, no, I'm just gonna start the auction now. It seems like A is swiftly fumbling around to try and boost my authority, and C is trying to build an aqueduct? Because you want to raise your farming? Okay, understandable. There are 15 seconds remaining in the auction. It doesn't seem like green is really settling on one quite as unanimously as the counts and the chiefs. Okay, so the counts got their aqueduct, that raises their farming, and the chiefs got their monument, which raises my authority. Please don't do that. How dare you? I'm trying to be a joke. Let me be a joke. Ugh. A city in flames. Your Majesty, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Surinar. Where once there were buildings, there is now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of peasants have died. What caused this fire? Cow kicked over a lantern, Your Majesty. Some milkmaid was burning the midnight oil and must have had unexpectedly cold hands. Poor cow. I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we could rebuild. Fuck! No! I don't have enough money for that. Let me see. Voting begins now. You want to punish the milkmaid? But she's such a nice girl. You guys are so mean. That sounds like an audio idea. Anyway. You respect my authority. Well, thank you, but the poor milkmaid is being all... The poor milkmaid. Voting has closed. You have decided that you want to find and punish the milkmaid responsible for burning down the city in the east. A peasant named Heather is deemed responsible for the fire. You send a squad of soldiers to arrest her and bring her in for a speedy trial. By the 9th, 'tis not my fault. The cow is to blame. Regardless, witness testimony proves Heather's guilt, and both she and the cow, whose name was also Heather, are executed the following day. Farmers throughout the East report uncharacteristically sour milk from their own cows for weeks after. That has kind of hurt your farming, like just a little bit. Okay, a ceremony of friendship. Your Serene Highness, you know that patricians are loyal to you. Isn't it time we got a little reward for our fidelity? Oh shit! Let's go! I can't show any favoritism. Yeah, I wrote my authority, that's it, baby. Yes, Your Esteemed Highness, we understand. But we are your favorites, right? Word soon spreads that the Queen won't reward her most loyal subjects. No! You will not raise my authority! I need to be a joke! I need to be a joke! In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's almost been a year. But mother, I don't want to get married. Is it really that urgent? Of course, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Any. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. And thus we end the second season of my reign. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl into the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of an tyrant queen and the warrior who will overthrow her. This isn't what the prophecy says would happen. Right. Wasn't there supposed to be a tyrant queen? Something about drowning the kingdom in blood? Aye, aye, keep your hat on. We're not there yet, but she needs a little bit of encouragement, that's all. A few more executions, unjust imprisonments, that sort of thing. Then the prophecy will be fulfilled, and Kestrid will rise. The chief's aim is to raise authority to at least 5. Taxation! Let's go! You can set different levels of tax. Let's see. Okay. Confirmed. I need to raise her defiance. I need it high. Eligible options. Let's see who I can marry. Okay. I've found 3 potential matches for you. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see the eligible candidates. She whisks the cloth away from the first portrait. This is Odvin, firstborn daughter of the Northern Honking clan. She's been a melancholy sort ever since she was a child, but otherwise she's decent enough company. She's made herself quite wealthy with a series of shrewd investments. Had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Vostok, the eldest heir of the Eastern Sidphanic dynasty. I'm not sure why the artist made them look so severe. Just a trick of the light, I suppose. A very pious individual. They're obsessed with their family's legacy. And finally, from the coast, we have Tobias, the wealthy heir to Lord Patrician 8 Frogs in a Hat's estate. He's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness. That's rare for along the coast. His interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. Apparently has a dark side, though I don't know much more about that. Could be worse, but could be a lot better. I like the sound of him. Okay, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. But I want to anger the patricians. So, I'm thinking that we go for either Odvin or Vostok. Vostok just sounded like a not very nice individual. Why would you want to anger us? We're so nice to you. Because as much as you guys are great, your defiance is too it's too low. It's too low. Okay. Do we go tomboy? Do we go, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really considering Vostok. I'm thinking between tomboy and rich green guy. What are we thinking, chat? Tomboy or rich green guy? What are we thinking? It kind of seems like chat is divided. So, you know, for this round, I will let you guys decide. We will let democracy decide my spouse. Democracy will decide who should I marry. Blue, tomboy, green, rich guy with a cool hat. Rich guy with hat. We shall see. Democracy. I'm sorry, I'm not choosing Vostok. I don't know if I trust him. How is a democracy if purple got left out? It is a flawed democracy. I am a terrible queen. You need to know that. I'm not a good queen. Boom, 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 boom. We're screwed. You're not screwed. We have several seasons left. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Green, blue, purple. You have all the opportunities to overthrow me. Okay? I'll play very nice. I promise. No, I'm sorry. I believe Odvin is the choice. I have made my decision. We shall choose Odvin of the North. Excelente. A call for apprentices. Grim tidings, Your Grace. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Kalstov. I believe it is Athmarel, the Stormbringer. Why is this a problem? He's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking serfs from all over the East are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants. I, Tiago Nugent Composer, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those common folks are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen! You? You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servants' help. We can't let this go ahead. To have a potential wizard on the council would present a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Then we shall assemble the council. Okie dokie, let's see. I don't know. I don't really mind any of these. I'm okay with any of these. I guess, I mean, obviously, I like this one, so, yeah. Voting begins now. Dun 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 dun. Ha 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 ha. Yes, pick the choice that makes me rich. Yes, 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 yes. Ha 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 ha. Voting has closed. You have required that Tiago forfeits his noble title in order to become an apprentice. I suppose that is an acceptable compromise. Tiago the composer begins his journey to call stuff. You guys are so mean. He lost all of his money. You guys. He lost all of his money. His successor, Chief Tiago Newton Composer II, inherits his position on the council, but the treasury confiscates the vast majority of his wealth. He died too! You stole his money and he died! You stole his money and he fucking died! That's insane! It's okay, because apparently your son, who you are now playing as, joined the council in your stead. That's kind of fucking funny. You just robbed and killed him. Admiral's presence in Kalstov attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of her latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. Winter Feast in the north. After weeks of leading your baggage train along perilous mountain roads, you finally arrive at the snow-snapped clan hall of Chief Catcat 255. The hall is crammed with all the chiefs of the north, sitting cheek to cheek along tables groaning under the weight of food and ale. Welcome, your majesty, to my humble hall. Take a seat, grab a drink. It is customary at Winter Feast to exchange gifts with a host. What did you bring? That would just boom boom. I don't need to lower your. You have no defiance. Like, you guys really fucking like me. So I guess I'll give you some fine silk pajamas. It's the thought that counts. After that, the feast lasts long enough into the night. The fires roar, the bards sing songs of the old days, and a lake of ale is consumed. A couple hours in, you are extremely, extremely drunk. The chiefs appreciate how much you're getting into the spirit of things. They roar with laughter at your mumbled jokes. Someone claps you on the shoulder so hard your crown falls into your beer. Just buck-wasted. You know why? Because I use the Ninja Slushie, the industry's best spiked margarita machine maker. Yeah, buddy. As the winter feast draws on and snow piles up outside the doors, the mood in the hall becomes raucous. Your memory's blotchy, but you distinctly recall leading the entire hall in song. The chiefs roar alongside you full-throated as you sing the stirring battle songs of the north long into the night. When you wake up the next morning, you find yourself sprawled out in the hall. Cat is sitting beside you eating some bacon and eggs. You really got into the swing of things last night, your majesty. Mighty impressed I was. Didn't think you even knew the words to some of those songs. To be honest, your majesty, you may have gone too into the swing of things. No! Oh no, what did I do? You sang some songs that are very aggressive toward the other regions. The kind of songs that rhyme pillage with village. No. Oh wait, yes! I wanted that. I want that. Yes. That was good. Good move. Good move, Allie. Pat's self on back. We end this season. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws governing the council votes. We can't pass more than... Okay, let's see. 1 plus stability of more than... I don't want that. After voting, voter nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option? No, but that doesn't really... I don't know. I don't want people to be able to change their minds, do I? I guess I can choose this one. I will replace it with this one because the Monarch's vote was kind of shitty. Yeah, okay. Let's see. An embarrassing problem. Your Highness, Your Greatness, I'm afraid someone has been painting obscene graffiti on your monument in the north. What do you mean obscene? It describes you as a tyrant, and in addition there are images. What kind of images? Did they draw a penis? The obscene kind? Be specific. Be specific. We're all adults here. Yep. Give me the details, damn. No, that raises defiance. I'm sorry for pressing on the matter. I think it was a penis. Anyway, I assume that's been washed off by now? Aye, Your Majesty. But every time we remove the images, they appear again the next day. We need to track down the perpetrator. You're becoming a laughingstock in the north. When you call the council to gather, some of the nobles whisper behind their hands, stifling giggles. Chief Pancakes for Brick was right. I don't want my authority high. Okay. Vote. I'm becoming a joke just like I wanted. Exactly. Dun, 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 dun. I told you guys I'd be meanie to you. I told you I'd be a meanie. Voting closes now. Voting has closed. You've decided to send the watch to investigate without drawing attention to themselves. Officers of the watch investigate using good old-fashioned detective work. Unfortunately, good old-fashioned detective work doesn't actually pay off, and the graffiti artist strikes over and over again without repercussion, drawing all sorts of penises on the monarch's shrine. After 6 weeks, they give up on cleaning the graffiti. Your monument stands forever covered in scribbled unmentionables. Yay, my authorities, shit. Okay, now, the royal wedding. Your wedding to Odvin is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one big party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Odvin at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Sure. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a— No! Damn it! That raised my authority and decreased your fuck! Damn it! She refuses to dance and prefers to brood. Fair enough. By the time you find yourself alone, it's past midnight and you've never found yourself more tired. My ancestors will be furious that I got married in a cathedral instead of at one of Morgana's sacred stones. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Your words don't sink in. Instead, she bursts into tears. The peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner. Should I be a dick? I kind of want to be a dick. I kind of want to be a dick, cause I'm playing the role of a dick. I'm role-playing. Okay, I'm sorry. I wouldn't actually be a dick in real, but I have to be, cause I was gonna pick this, cause there, we're both in this together. You comfort as she expresses her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep on your shoulder, exhausted. I decided to be nice, see? I'm such a nice girl. A pillar of the community. Your Highness, I regret to have to bring this matter to you, but there's no other way. We've been tracking down a northern criminal who's wanted in conjunction with a number of high-profile incidents back home. We thought she'd slipped into the net until recently, when we discovered that she fled into the coast a number of years ago. But the patricians are refusing to let us investigate further. We don't know her real name, but the villagers call her Backstab Penny. She's lied, cheated, and murdered her way halfway across the north. Premium Nobles. This is a player who has bought King of the Castle. They can set up their customizations, get access to special outfits, and appear more often in storylines. Damn, cool. Wait a moment. Are you talking about Merry Old Penny? She's a pillar of the community back in Mykonos. She arrived a few years ago from the north and used her wealth to invest in local businesses and set up an orphanage. Everybody loves her. Surely you jest. Merry Old Penny? This woman is a bloodthirsty criminal and must be punished. Let me see. Okay, start voting. Remember, if you vote for the Monarch's Golden Choice, you get a lot of money. You get money. Don't you want money? You want money, I know you want money. Yeah. You get money. You don't want money. Okay. A was the worst option for— wait, really? No, I don't want my authority to go all the way down. I'm doing it on purpose. I promise. Voting has closed. You want to send Merry Old Penny back to the north. But Merry Old Penny sits my cat every Wednesday. Who's gonna look after Pussykins and Pussykin? That's so crazy. Pussykins, people. Wait, now I feel sad. Now I feel very peepo sad. I don't think I chose the right one, chat. I think I should have chosen B. What are we gonna do about Pussykins now? I'm sorry, Lord Patrician, but she needs to face justice. The families of her victims deserve that much. The council's decision paints you as a fair and just queen, but without Penny's money and influence, several businesses in Mykonos go bust. We end the season. Late at night, two counts meet in an ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the queen. Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom. Yes, and I've had peasants from the north moving onto my lands, desperate to sponge off our prosperity. How delightful! But won't summoning this demon be difficult? It's magic beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A tide of blood must swallow this kingdom in its wake. Chaos. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. No! Don't do that. Back in the north, a chief phantom vagabond, clan hall, a congregation of god speakers huddle around the tablets. Praise Morgana, the tablets are genuine. Then the gods are good and we are blessed. and Kestrid will be our queen. All hail the Lord Renter. Cheers circle the clan hall. A mug of ale is tipped over Kestrid's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure that we keep the old ways of the North alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Kestrid. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Oh, that's not gonna be hard. You guys already have that. You guys already have that. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, Lord Patrician Guru Grinder has invited his closest confidants aboard his yacht. You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, and here it is. Behold! Your Majesty, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the queen. It's a peasant who's the own queen's spitting image. By the 9th, and just in time, the spy master trusts us, and we can move to the next phase. Kidnapping the queen and putting this fool in her place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom to be in utter chaos, bad enough that the queen's abduction can slip past unnoticed. For the next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Shit. So 2 clans are going for my stability. We end the season. I don't like that. Allie, I had something I wanted to ask of you. As you surely know, I run a very successful wood company back in the north. But the current laws are a little restrictive for my wood. Lots of tariffs and regulations. You know how it is. I was hoping you could push for some changes in the council. Eliminate some of the more cumbersome quality standards for northern wood, perhaps. You want me to give the north preferential treatment? I think it's only fair. The other regions just can't compete with us in the lumber trade anyway. Fine, I'll assemble the council. Okay, let's see. I will veto this because you're not touching my stability. Homie won't shut up about his wood. No. Nice try. You're not touching my stability. I will not allow it. Voting is closed. You've decided to do nothing. When Odvin doesn't get the result she wanted, she leans over to whisper in your ear. At least you tried. I'll find another way to get what I need. She's very understanding. It's very sweet. We care not for your wood, sir. Your august majesty, those damn chiefs are up to their old tricks. Chief Ranting Ravager has been leading his warriors on raids into my lands. Nobody was hurt, but they shook down my peasants for petty coin and stole lemons straight from my finest groves. How dare you accuse me of something like that again, and it's my ex that you'll answer to. Your greatness, I've no idea what Lord Patrician Fedori is talking about. Maybe he's had too much wine. Oh shit. Oh my god. This is interesting. I actually don't know what to vote for here. between A and B for me. It's only really between A and B for me. Call for unity on... Yeah, on B. Time to vote. Fuck. What the fuck? Y'all are voting for the other one. No. No. No, vote for B. Vote for B. Please. Please. I did. I used it. Voting has closed. 41 nobles voted to order Chief Ranting Ravager to compensate Lord Patrician Fedori for the stolen goods. Oh wait, no. The way that it works is that if you got, if like more than half, it increases my stability. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I would be honor bound to pay back what I stole if I stole anything in the first place. That's below. Shut up. The council has spoken. Now here's my bill. Grumbling. Chief Ranting Ravager pays up. But you'd be surprised if this was the end of it. Boom, boom. Occupational hazard. We received a message from the wizard Admiral, Your Majesty. There was a storm, localized entirely within my chambers this morning, and this letter appeared in a flash of lightning. Her new apprentice, Tiago Nugent Composer, has died. This is quite normal, Your Majesty. The survival rate of wizard apprentices is less than 1 in 10. Regardless, Athmeril has sent us compensation. How charitable. And what of the damage that she's already wrought in Kalstop? Did we receive any compensation for that? Alas, no. Only this 150 gold. Perhaps the council will have an idea of what to do with it? I only have one. I don't like any of these options. I don't like any of these. I don't like any of these. I guess A would be the most. Yeah, let's do A. Let's be good people and give it back to his son. There we go. Oh, look at all those people that are gaining so much money. Yeah. Okie dokie. 3, 2, 1, 0. Voting has closed. You have decided to give it to his successor, Chief Tiago Nugent Composer III. That's it? This is an insult to my namesake's memory. Who does this wizard think she is? We'll give extra. Fine, I can live with this. You hope this doesn't start a trend of nobles asking you for money every time a relative kicks the bucket. You'd be bankrupt within a month. Never say that I'm not a benevolent queen when I can be. It is time to start the next auction. The auction starts now. Think of what you need. Think of what your region needs. And bid towards it. It seems like the counts are really wanting the prison because that decreases my stability. And it seems like the chiefs really want to raise their farming. Holy shit. That is a crazy lead. This is an insane lead. Oh my god. Everyone needs D. Definitely seems like it. God damn. 3, 2, 1. Fuck you guys. Time's up. You guys decided to do that. Thanks. Thanks. Oh no. About your heir. Your marriage to Odwin has grown stale. You get along well enough and you've made some good memories, but there's no spark. She cares more about maximizing profits than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Went as well as it could have been expected to. You're still in power, aren't you? Still got the crown on your head? That's what matters. You've done well so far, but something's missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your many cousins. I will... Chat, what are we thinking? I don't want this one. We are anti-NTR. Do we have baby? Or do we make my youngest cousin heir? Baby time? What are we thinking, chat? Chat gets to decide. Chat, you get to play the role you get to play the role of royal spouse. I really just want an heir. I don't give your wife the wood legislation that she wants. That's funny. That was really funny. So I'll just choose that one because that was funny. The traditional method. Okie dokie. It's so funny that when you choose the traditional method, they're like, we'll give you a month off ruling so you can just focus on breeding. I think that that's really funny. Like, that's the whole thing. We will give you a month off work so you can breed. Insane. Okay, let's go to the greens. Your Serene Highness, a great big whale washed up on the coast, right outside my villa. However, before I could order my servants to harvest its blubber, a finfolk crawled up onto the sand. It begged me for an audience with the queen. Finfolk? What's that? Your question is answered when the— oh yeah, this guy again! Your Majesty, this whale's name was Higma. She was wise and gentle and a great friend of the Finfolk. We request her return so we can send her soul into the great abyss with honor. In what way was this whale your friend? She kept the sharks away, banished our gloom, and provided us with her bounteous milk. Aww. Higma nuts. Higma nuts. Return her to us so we can give her a proper burial. Depths below, you can't seriously be considering this, Your August Majesty. The beast is dead. You know what? I'm sorry, but even if this gives me money, gives you money and stuff, I don't know. I'll just call for unity. Let's start the vote. I thought you were trying to RP an evil M. I'm not good at it. I feel bad. I'm not good at it. I'm starting starting to feel guilt and moral shame. You dummies. Why are you spreading? No! My stability vote! You sillies! Just spreading all over the place, you... Ugh, you want to return the dead whale to the Finfolk. By the 9th, I can't believe this! The animal was already dead! Thank you, Your Majesty. The Finfolk owe you a great debt. Using a huge crane and a team of oxen, the rotting whale is lifted and placed upon wooden rollers. Without ceremony, it is plopped back into the ocean. From that point on, coastal fishermen report that their catches have never been better. The grateful Finfolk literally herd fish towards their nets. Good ending. Easing the tension. Your Majesty, nobles of the council, tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. Perhaps it's time we forget our past troubles and come together as friends. What do you have in mind, Chancellor? We could exchange gifts, or hold a friendly competition. A fashion show, perhaps. Or a game of riddles. Your Majesty, why don't we hold a vote on team-building exercise to help you and the council trust each other again? I don't want to spend that much money. Start the votes. How do the Queen and nobles reconcile? Yes, 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 yes. Boom, ba, 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 boom. Y'all want dress to impress? It's all about the Mets, baby. God damn it, I should have saved my fucking stability vote for this. Okay, you've decided a friendly fashion competition. Voting has closed. Wonderful. I'll go make the arrangement at once. A cash prize shall go to the winning noble, I think. The nobles begin murmuring. A fashion show? They better buy some new jewelry and dig out their finest outfits. We end the season. A pair of counts face each other in silence. A code word is exchanged. They speak of their latest schemes. What happened? The kingdom was meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now. It's more like a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. No demon will come anywhere near it. The Count's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Somewhere along the coast, Lord Patrician Guru Grinder strolls in his olive grove, accompanied by a close friend. The kingdom is at peace and everyone's looking for a new scandal to focus on. Not exactly the right climate to abduct a queen. I could finally publish my memoirs if you think that could cause enough of a distraction. No, I don't think that'll do it. We need total chaos across the whole kingdom. You underestimate the impact of my memoirs. The patrician's aim is still to lower stability. Let me see. None of these affect stability, so I guess what I'm gonna do is bribe Blue. No, I'll just give everybody common tax. Yeah, just common tax. But blue is helping me. We like blue. We like blue. The greens and the purples are threatening to usurp our good and honest kingdom. We must do something about this. A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors. A tragedy, but there is nothing we can do. The North is a hardy, self-reliant region. There is little complaint about your lack of help. Or at least, none that reaches your ears. The fashion show! You enter the council hall to find it transformed. The walls are bedecked with mirrors and jewels, and the long table has been repurposed as a catwalk. Your Majesty, welcome to the kingdom's very first fashion show. Remember, you'll be voting on which of these nobles is the best dressed. Chief Sir Gab does some kind of pagan dance down the catwalk, featuring a lot of foot stomping and hand clapping. Once he reaches the catwalk's end, he hurls an axe clear across the council hall, thudding into the wall. Hooah! Check out the goods, don't be shy. I like the enthusiasm. Count Endershadow sweeps down the catwalk imperiously, casting an icy glance in your direction. You'll vote for me if you know what's good for you. I'm still waiting to be impressed. Lord Patrician Kishiharu struts confidently down the catwalk, posing outrageously and blowing you a kiss. What the fuck? I am fabulous, am I not? It's adorable how hard it tried. Very on brand for Lord Patrician Kishiharu. What do we choose, chat? Bravo! Bravo! And of course, our last competitor is the Queen yourself. Get up on that stage, Your Majesty. Fuck. This could be very embarrassing if this doesn't work. Sure. You pout and pose and pirouette like a pro! Let's go! The nobles applaud until dust falls from the ceiling. Which fashionista has the best hair, outfit, and overall sense of style? Hee hee. Hee hee. Hee hee. Do money. Hee hee. Hee hee. Yeah. Yeah. Validate me. Yeah. Hee hee. Yay. Yippee. Yahoo! Voting has closed. Yay, thank you. Thank you so much. And the winner is the Queen. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Of course, it just means that you get your own prize money back. But it's nice to know that the nobles think you're stylish, or that they're eager to suck up to you. Either way, it's a win. Let's go! Retaliation! Your esteemed highness, I'm here to complain about Chief Ranting Ravager raiding my lands again. This time, he even left a calling card with his signature after pillaging one of my caravans. The audacity! The council forced me to repay Lord Patrician Fedori for the raids I never conducted in the first place. Thanks for the 14 months, never mind. Thank you, thank you. Let the crime fit the punishment. Now we're even. Depths below, that is not remotely how that works. I command that the council arrest this fool. Well, I don't want my stability to go down. So we start the vote now. Who will win? It is a tight fight between the blues and the greens and the purples. But unfortunately, it seems that the greens and the purples are outnumbering the blues. Voting has closed. 39 nobles voted for a second time. Order Chief Ranting Ravager to pay Lord Patrician Fedori back in full. By the Starflyer, so be it. At least I got to have fun waving my axe at some merchants. Chief Ranting Ravager pays back some of what he stole, but a lot of it was already distributed among northern villagers and can't be recovered. This is ridiculous, Your Serene Highness. I've not been paid back half of what I'm owed. I demand you arrest Chief Ranting Ravager at once. I'm sorry, but I need my stability up. The matter is settled. Depths below! Are you really going to allow these pagans to run roughshod over the rest of us? Some queen you turned out to be. You will never erode my stability, for I am a perfect queen. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws once per season. Oh, once per year. Let's see. This doesn't really do much. This doesn't do shit. I'll adopt this one, and I'll get rid of Call for Unity. I'll do this one because it's funny. And here. I'm gonna make it, the reason I didn't keep it, because you know what? I already have very high stability, and I feel like if I keep that one, it's just gonna be, you know, like, I'm helping you. I'm helping you. I'm giving you a chance to lower my stability, okay? I'm helping you, green and blue. We're making this fair. Yeah. Your Majesty, help us. Count Bobby Bombson of the East has been bleeding us dry, yes? Not literally, I hope. No, I'm making use of a common idiom, Your Majesty. Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed me cows. It's true, Your Majesty. Count Bobby Bombson has been taxing his peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble. It's been a hard year, Your Highness. I barely have enough gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. You're clearly having a hard time. I'll let you off. How delightful. I'm relieved you saw sense, Your Majesty. But think of me cows, Your Honors. Think of me cows. Over the next months, Count Bobby Bombson becomes rich once again by jacking up his taxes. The other counts follow his example, gleefully. Soon enough, the farms of the East are destitute. The cattle are starving, and so are the peasants. Only the counts are fat and wealthy. Thank you for the gift, so is Bobby Bombson. Thank you, thank you. Dun 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 dun. There is a curious discovery in the north. Your Majesty Wokerhall, the devastating avalanche that struck the north. I remember. A tragedy. The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the countryside, the mountainside. We suspect that it might be one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. What's the best way to investigate the newly discovered tomb in the north? Nope. No, I like that the blues like me. It's time for you to vote you basically just choose whichever one you think is the most interesting story option, I guess. They don't really change anything. Bum 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 bum. Oh, that's an even split. Goddamn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and time. Voting has closed. You voted to send a group of renowned northern warriors to explore the ruins. The North has no short supply of warrior heroes. The only problem is finding a group who are willing to work together. There are a lot of ancient feuds to tiptoe around. The chiefs finally settle on a champion named Hrothvir, known for juggling live scorpions. He will lead a band of brave warriors into the tomb. We hope to hear back from him soon. Okay, let's see. Pagan prophecy. Ooh. The northern chief's god speakers have uncovered an ancient prophecy. And what does it say? That's beside the point. All I know is that this specific heresy is spreading like wildfire and must be stamped out immediately. What she means to say is, the chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you. True or not, many northerners believe it. Can someone please just tell me what it says? The prophecy tells of an authoritarian queen who is overthrown by a northern warrior, the savior of the pagans known by the names such as Thronebreaker, the Sword of Valter, or the Lord Render. That's you, by the way, the authoritarian queen, not the Lord Render. The prophecy calls for the collapse and death of all false gods, including the ninth, whom Nelquist will lead into a bubbling cauldron or disguised as a magical pond. So what do I need to do? We must strengthen the church in the north. Besides falsifying their prophecy, it might even save a few misguided northerners. The pagans still blindly worship their old gods, however. So if we don't act soon, the kingdom will be lost. Okay, so if you choose this one, you get money. If you choose that one, you get money. Yeah, buddy. It even delays, it even puts my stability down, but you get money, but it increases faith, which is something I want to do. Some of the blues are rebelling. Some of the blues wish for you to decry their prophecy as false. Continue. Voting has closed. 51 nobles voted for order priests to go north and decry the prophecy as false. The archbishop mobilizes the priesthood. Emergency sermons are held in every church across the kingdom, warning the faithful to stay vigilant against pagan lies. Hundreds of priests are sent up north to preach to the local populace, which naturally causes tension with the chiefs. You hope it will be enough. We end the season. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Kestrid, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you, the queen in the north, the Lord Render, the soon-to-be queen of all the kingdom. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of Valtor. Glory to Morgana in the north. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Now we must bring down the false queen in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. How should the chiefs bring down the false queen Ally and fulfill the prophecy? Your time to vote starts now. wondering who's doing the best right now. Voting has closed! The chiefs have voted to sacrifice thousands of goats to the old gods and call upon them to intervene. Goal: race farming. So it will be. Send out word. Every citizen of the land must provide a goat for the butchering. But first we drink, in honor of the gods. Cheers, chat. More cheers are up through the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. Cheers. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must raise their farming to at least 9. Oh no, at least one region has entered the final stage of their scheme. If they pass it, they'll win the game. But there are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass a final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. If stability, authority, hit 0, and a final scheme stage pass at the same time, then the scheme takes priority. If a rebellion ends with a rebellion win, and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. The monarch can only win in ambition events, which will appear after she's acquired an heir. But I don't have an heir right now. Okay, so just review all your goals. Make sure that you know. You're boned unless you can trigger rebellion, is what the Greens are saying. But you can also say everybody seems to be allying over here, so I have to be mindful of my stability because I have 2 people rooting against me right now. My heir! Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council halls filled with nervous silence. My child. Let's see. My child. Sure, child. I don't really care. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of a kingdom. Your greatness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your child? What is their name? Ali the Second, baby. The gods are good, your majesty. I'm sure Ali the Second will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. You know what's funny? What if Ali the Second was... That could be your own model. Ali's so good they made a second one.
If sex is so good, then why doesn't sex 2 exist?
You've actually created some kind of homunculus to transfer your brain into. Wouldn't that be phenomenal? Just centuries upon centuries of Ali. An invitation. Without a word, Count Keons248 hands you a blood-red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to place on an autumn night later in the year. What is this all about? I can say no more. You must choose whether to accept our invitation or decline it. I guess I'll attend. I will see you next at the vigil, your majesty. Hrothvir returns. We have received word from Hrothvir, your majesty. He has returned from his exploration of the mountain tomb. He's back! He is. Unfortunately, your majesty, this is not a cause for celebration. Hrothvir now marches at the head of an army of magic warriors made entirely from ice. They believe Hrothvir is their ancient king. Why does stuff like this always happen to me? The traitor Hrothvir plans to take your throne with his frozen army. We don't have long to decide on a response. Well, then what do you suggest? This treachery must be stamped out. Let me see. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This one kind of seems kind of cool, so I'm gonna veto this. I'm gonna veto this. And, you guys get the two. Wait, no, actually, because then you guys are gonna. Here. If you choose that one, you get money. Go, 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 go. You like money, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. I have no idea if my military is good or not. We'll just see. We will just see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting has closed. Order the chiefs to gather their army and face Hrothvir in battle. No, fuck! Fuck, we lost! But eventually your numbers win the day. In the aftermath, the chief's army is devastated and much of the countryside is barren. A bruised Hrothvir is brought before you in chains. Sentence him to death. How dare you defy me? Roaring with mad laughter, Hrothvir is dragged away to face the axe. We end the season. It is time to start the auction. Remember, blues, you want to raise your farming. And purple and green, you want to destroy my stability. So, we shall see who wins. Look at all of you, so rich and stuff. Amazing. Okay, dokie, 30 seconds remain. Wait, I have a question, chat. So, you can vote for, like, the other... Even if you're not green, can you still vote for this and stuff? Yeah? That's what I was assuming. That makes sense. Okie dokie, buildings that have been funded. You funded the aqueduct, which will raise your farming. And you funded the prison, which will decrease my stability. Unfortunate. But let's see whether I can win. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. But so far, you were not convinced anyone. The kingdom's army is mediocre, bro. You won't be doing conquering anytime soon. No! Your current ambition isn't working out for you. If you want to stop the nobles from overthrowing you, you need to pivot. Change your image. My advice would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies. Defeat their schemes with schemes of our own. But your other advisors have other ideas. Your Majesty, if you help us spread the zeal of the Ninth God, the Church will lend our full support. With the backing of the Church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles wouldn't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. This is what I did last time. Don't listen to the rest of these fools. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's a lost artifact, forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any queen who recovers it will rule over a golden age. The Scepter of Levin. Okay, let's see. I like stability. Stability and farming. It's between these two for me. But I did this one before, so I'm thinking I might just do a spy network because I already did the common folk one last time. I will be creating a kingdom-wide spy network. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in the guise of traveling bards. But this will require a fine touch. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Okay, dokie. Wait, no, maybe this would have been smarter because one of you already has the incentive to raise a bar. But you know what? I just, I don't want anybody to win, obviously, other than me. And I'm just going for variety because last time I did the common folk one, but I'm trying to be an evil queen, so we've gotta mix it up. I wanted to speak to you today about a delicate matter, Your Most August Majesty. It concerns the tallow trade. Yes, I'm very familiar with the tallow trade, Lord Patrician Papa November. Then you will understand our position. You see, the chiefs have quite a lot of livestock, They've built up quite an impressive industry in that tundra of theirs. And you know the counts, always buying candles for this or that or the other. Fancy chandeliers, creepy ritual circles, you name it. It's a match made by the ninth god. I don't know what the fuck the tallow trade is. Don't tell him that. Traditionally, we patricians have facilitated this trade, making sure that a fair deal was reached on both sides. Yet now, the counts buy from the chiefs directly. They're cutting us out of the deal. You can't let them get away with that. Oh yeah, you're right. That sounds despicable. Indeed. Then you will call the council together to deal with this? I don't know if that's gonna raise trade. I'm not really... Very well. We'll call the council. Okay, let's see. Let me see. And the sale of I'm gonna make this a little interesting. And I'm going to... Let me see. I'll veto that. Okay. It's time to vote, chat. Seems like a lot of people wish to bring the tallow trade under the authority of the queen rather than the patricians. A lot of greens seem a little conflicted on what to vote for. You monsters! Voting has closed. 45 nobles have voted to bring the tallow trade under the authority of the queen rather than the patricians. This doesn't help us at all, Your Majesty. You're just cutting us out. I'd rather have the Queen monitor our trade than have your slimy mitts all over it again. All you ever did was skim our profits. Why, you ungrateful ragabrash. You have your honor guard step in before anything gets too rowdy. Lord Patrician Papa November backs down without a fight. The patricians suffer as a result of the council's decision. The chiefs, too, will have to pay... No! Wait, why do you guys vote for that? I should have vetoed that. Look at the trade. The trade's decreasing. Maybe we should have let the patricians do their... No! I'm mad. How... You tricked me. You fools. You tricked me. The Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop an eastern hill. Your journey takes weeks, and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in bogs. Guests at the Crimson Vigil compete on who can dress in the most ghoulish and frightening costume. What do you dress as? You know, this is the most expensive, but my pride won't let me choose any other option. The wings get stuck in castle doorways and you keep tripping over the tail, but the counts are in awe at such a display of ostentatious wealth. As you're assessing your appearance, Count Keon's 248 sweeps in, dressed as a living corpse. Welcome, welcome. Your costume is extraordinary, Your Highness. Truly, it puts the rest of us to shame. Please remember to stay in the upper levels. The dungeons are out of bounds. In the ballrooms, you find the counts gathered, all dressed up as frightful monsters. Wolfmen, pumpkinheads, witches. A waiter glides past, holding a tray of canapes? Canaps? The fuck is a canap? What? Canapes? Canapes? Canapé? Oh, but wait, those look so yummy. What the fuck? That's what they're called? That's what those are called. I call those thingies. Snacks. Okay, snacks. Yeah, snacks. Alright. Munchies. Munchies. Things are the hydrate. In the ballroom, you find the counts gathered, all dressed up as frightful monsters. Wolfmen, pumpkinheads, witches. A waiter glides past holding a tray of munchies. A pianist plays a mournful tune. The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner? Or are you willing to portray a hound of the betrayer? I will play one of the hounds of the betrayer. That one sounds kind of cool. The counts gather. After Count Keon's 248 delivers a short speech about remembering the old ways, a flaming crown is placed upon his head. Wait, did you guys encourage me to pick the hound because it's puppy? I didn't do that on purpose. I just thought it sounded cool. I will be playing the Queen of Exile in this evening. The hounds of the betrayer will try to catch me, but fear not, I am swift as a falling star and old as the hills. I chase after the Queen in exile on all fours. Keon's 248 runs down the corridor, flames licking behind him as you give chase. A dozen other hounds of the betrayer run alongside you, howling and yipping enthusiastically. Okay, sure. Somehow, despite the silly costume and massive flaming hat, Keon's is quick on his feet. Catching him won't be easy. I head back to the mourners without catching their prey. I chase after... Chat? Of course we got a Gamba. Of course. We chase after him. Despite your stupid wings getting stuck in doorways, you grab hold of Keon's and drag him back to the circle of the mourners. We win again. It's so stupid. The ceremony concludes with a mock execution and a bowl of very expensive red wine spilled over Keon's head. After that, the music is more cheerful. The counts dance and chat long into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage again and begin the long journey back to the capital. Amazing. Okay, it's time to choose who not to tax. Jesus. I'm gonna bribe the patricians, and then I'll give everybody else common tax. Yeah. There you go. We end the season. Okie dokie. Let's see. Let me look at how my spy network is doing. Probably not very good. All goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. Your spy master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office. You merge into a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly as they slip a knife between a traitor's ribs.
Why didn't I know about the secret lair? I would have wanted to know that I had a secret lair.
Don't worry about it. The palace is riddled with secret passages and hidden rooms. I'll keep track of them for you. Soon, our spies will infiltrate the courts of all the nobles on your council, disguised as traveling bards. One of the spies tosses aside her cloak, revealing a lute and the colorful costume of a troubadour. With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into the nobles' hearts and minds. Then we will have a spy network the likes of which the world has never seen. I hope to make even the Gaunt of Tabalin look like rant amateurs.
Okay, can they give us a song?
A few notes are plucked on the lute. The assembled spies launch into a ballad. It's actually not that bad. Your toe is tapping. If you think this is good, you should see them throw a knife. Can cut a rope at 30 yards. They will learn to fear me. Indeed, Your Majesty. A week passes. Your spy master arrives in your office with a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem, clutched between 2 fingertips. This is a message from one of our agents. I sent her to Count Dervsy Doodle's castle disguised as a bard with a flute at the ready. Open it. Okay, let's see. Okay, 50-50? 50-50? No! Fuck! Damn it! The spy master studies the scroll for a moment, then sighs and holds it over a candle flame. It vanishes on a puff of cinders. She was turned away at the gates. There's no money and entertainers at the moment, and little reason to celebrate with song and dance. I suspect it's the same story all over the kingdom. We'll try again in a few months. Shit. Okay. I need to raise trade. You guys gotta stop intervening. A visit from the spy master. Your Majesty, I come to you with a sensitive matter. Oh no. It's become clear that the Queen Consort Odwin is utterly despised by the common folk. The commoners hate your fucking wife, dude. She can't appear in public without being mercilessly mocked. Unfortunately, appearing in public is the only thing your wife is really required to do. I'm afraid this doesn't... What are we thinking, chat? Do we think that, like, this is not, like... Yeah, no, I kind of figured that they would despise her. That's so mean. How could they despise our wife? Your wife is Northern, Your Majesty. She does not follow the doctrine of the Ninth. Instead, she worships the old gods. Yeah, that makes sense. Was really funny. That was really funny. Yeah, no, I kind of hate her too. This might be tolerable to the common folk if she was discreet about it, but Odwin has not made an effort to hide her beliefs. I don't like to pry in your personal affairs, but if your wife's popularity continues to plummet, she could be at risk. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. It's my duty, Your Majesty. Shall I fetch the wife so you can discuss this matter? Yeah, sure. What is it, my dear? Shit. What are we thinking, chat? 1, 2, or 3? What are we thinking? Should we allow our wife to practice her beliefs? Actually, no, I don't want to pull this. I feel like I'd feel like a shitter if I did this, and this is like a nothing burger, so let me think. Here, the spy master wants you to hide your faith, but I don't think it's necessary. Thank you for your support. Our wife loves us, chat. Let's go. Falsely accused. Okay. No more. Okay. Alright. Your Highness, I bring bad news from our newly constructed prison in the east. One of our prisoners, a murderous rogue by the name of Quinstock Plainsight, has escaped. His location is currently double doors bang open. A grubby-looking peasant strides into the council hall, escorted by an anxious watchman.
In this room?
Sorry, Your Majesty. He said it was urgent and he was pretty persuasive. Your Majesty, I swear I'm innocent. Conte Rick 108 threw me in prison on trumped-up charges simply because I said I didn't like their hat. Your Highness, I have no idea what this fool is talking about. It's just funny, you know, chat, you know how I said that I was gonna be like an evil bitch queen? I think I'm actually being like a pretty reasonable ruler. Like, this run is going so much better than the last run. I'm not good at being mean. I'm sorry, I tried, but I just can't do it. It's not in the cards, I just don't got that dog in me. I don't got that dog in me, chat. Let me see. I'm gonna veto this one because I need my stability. Okay. Time for you to vote. How should the council respond to this potential abuse of power by Conte Rick 108? Dun 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 dun. Hey, if you vote D, that's the worst outcome for me. How dare you play the game it was meant to be played? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Voting has closed. I'm actually kind of curious what would happen if you guys tied. Would it randomize or something? How should the council respond to this potential abuse of power by Conte Rick 108? They voted to ask the spy master to investigate further. By blood of the dead, Your Majesty, you're going to investigate me on the word of this peasant? Your spy master slips away to investigate this matter. When she returns, she's holding a hat. There's no doubt about it, Your Majesty. I actually quite like the hat. It's stylish. But Quinstock Plainsight was imprisoned on spurious charges simply for insulting it under his breath. Now what are you gonna do about it? Well, I need stability, so I can risk some authority for that. It takes 7 watchmen to restrain Conte Rick 108 as they are dragged down to your dungeons. While the commons folk celebrate Quinstock Plainsight's exoneration, it is also taken as a sign that the Queen's justice is flawed. We ends the season now. It is the end of the year, and now we can decide, how nobles choose to vote is hidden from the monarch's view? Why would I want that? I don't want Anon. That's risky as fuck. I don't want that. Which one do you want me to choose, chat? Which law? It doesn't really do much, but none of these really do much, but we'll see. I also can also just choose not to. One, Anon. Do you think Anon is funny? What are you thinking? Cause like the thing is, I already like I already like the ones that I have. And you... Open faith. Your Majesty, I demand that you do something about your queen consort. Choose your next words very carefully. Odwin is openly practicing her pagan religion. She even erected a standing stone in the palace gardens. This goes too far, Your Majesty. You must order her to be more discreet. The commoners in the capital are growing restless, having a pagan rule over them. Shit. So, you know, we can be dicks, and it will help our stability, or we can be nice people and say, fuck that, this isn't right. And you know what? I'm supposed to be mean, but I have stability to spare. And so I think she should worship whoever she likes. As you wish, your... What? What? That dropped by 2! What the fuck? That dropped by 2! I thought it would only drop by 1! Fuck this shit, I'm jerking off. Throughout the kingdom, priests preach to outraged worshippers that your queen consort is a pagan who is angering the ninth god. And across the kingdom, the church's power wanes. Thank you for defending my rights once again. What is it, my dear? I'm sorry. I can't afford to lose more stability. You need to be more discreet about it. My faith in Morgana, but I will do as you ask. I'm sorry. It shouldn't have to be. I'm sorry. I never should have come south. Fuck. I need my stability. I can't lose too much. A new contraption. Your Majesty, a Lord Patrician by the name of Raffle Valiant wants to present you with a new invention. Your August Majesty, we are entering a modern age. A more humane age. Wait, my sound alert didn't play. I gotta play it. I gotta play it on my own end. Oh, well. I'm playing it on my own end. I got you, Redeemer. Let's go.
Man, fuck this shit. I'm jerking off.
I need to re-enable them. I think I disabled them during the... I disabled them during my ASMR stream. Oh.
Man, fuck this shit. I'm jerking off.
Okay, there we go. Your August Majesty. Boxed executions are commonplace. Decapitations where the head doesn't come off, or hangings when it does. Hi, Sharks. I'm seeking $500,000 for 20% in my equity in my company, Humane Executions. With our patented blades, we guarantee that the head comes all the way off, respecting the traditions of our kingdom and ensuring that people have a proper traditional death. No more! Behold, a merciful machine for removing heads quickly and painlessly. I call it the Raffle Valiant. He swishes away a cloth to reveal a huge machine of iron and wood. It has a hole for someone to place their head and a heavy blade dangling ominously above it. The sight sends a chill down your spine. How efficient. Precisely. With the Raffle Valiant, you'll send 12 heads a-rolling in time. It'll take a normal executioner to chop through a single neck. With a little funding, Your Majesty, I can distribute the Raffle Valiant across the kingdom. We are going to bring this to the council. You won't we'll see what the people think. Okay, well... This one's really funny. This one's really funny. I know I want to win, but that one's so funny that I'm almost... But it's funny, but I need my stability, but it's funny. But it's stability, but it's fun. You guys said that last time, and last time when you said that I had stability to spare, I lost 2 instead of 1. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, here's the thing though, cause like, what if this decreases my stability more? But it's funny. Okay, I know that A and C help me, but also like, it's so funny. I don't need to win, I just need to have fun. Okay, so we're just gonna do... Well... It'll be between 2... No. I'm not gonna use any of these, we're just gonna do reverse voting. You vote for the one you... Yeah. Reverse vote. Yeah. Okay. We will see. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, ba-boom, ba-ba-boom, ba-ba-boom. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Voting has closed. You want to test it on Lord Patrician Raffavalian? What? No! I just wanted to help people. Lord Patrician Raffavalian is dragged to the Raffavalian by your watch captain, and his head is forced into the hole. No, please. Shh. Raffavalian 2 has joined the council instead of Raffavaliant. Wow, that is helpful. With the value of the Raffavaliant now proven, you take money from Lord Patrician Raffavaliant's estate to fund the rollout across the kingdom. Soon, you're chopping through the backlog of condemned prisoners with unprecedented speed and unprecedented mercy. Amazing. This is hilarious. The deceased. The elderly lady Patrician Demetra, a cousin many times removed of Lord Patrician True Remorse, died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90, would you believe? And why are you telling me this? She was very wealthy. But she could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrabbling for her estate. Lady Patrician Demetra was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine. We've seen this one, yeah. My late grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. By the 9th, that's a pitiful claim. And, I kinda need trade, so... Yeah, okay, start the votes. I need to reduce Reviant. I know, but at this point I'm like, I already won the first time. No, okay, the way I'm thinking is like,
I already won the first time. You guys can win this time.
but no, I will fight until the very end. I'm not throwing. I just, I'm just I'm just starting to vote for the options that make me funny, laughy, giggle, goofy. Voting has closed. Redistribute the estate amongst the coastal peasants. Coastal and northern nobles watch in outrage as peasants occupy the estate and move into the manor house. Using the late Lady Patrician Demetra's money, the peasants set up a marketplace on our land. It turns out to be a huge success, with merchants flocking to the place in crowds. You trust the situation is resolved. We end the season. This is further than we got last time. Let's see. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have a right to their throne. So far, only the blue folks are on track to beating me. One or more regions are able to rebel as their defiant stat is higher than both authority and stability. If rebels get more victory points than the loyalists, they'll win the game. If the loyalists get more victory points than the rebels, they'll put down the rebellion and continue the game. If multiple regions rebel and win, a vote between the two rebelling regions with the highest stats will determine the successor. Important! Rebelling regions have their schemes paused. Regions with a high military stat are more likely to overthrow the monarch with a rebellion. If stability, authority, or treasury hits 0, the rebels will win the civil war. So far, only the patricians of the coast are on the verge of rebellion. You guys need higher defiance, but Blue has most of the schemes done out of everybody so far. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can rebel just yet. But you know what? You can choose to rebel, If you want to rebel, just type this, and maybe it'll win. Who knows? You can be funny. Escaped experiment. A Apparently something has escaped from the cellars of Count Maestro Ren's castle. I've asked for the eyewitness report from a local. Hello, Your Majesty. It was a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognize my Aunt Edna's earlobes. Bring me Count Maestro Ren. This creature is my life's work, Your Grace. And my son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I have chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure that this won't happen again. It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It is the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. Ah, shit. Let's see. I kinda need my stability, so... Yeah, dog. I need my security, dog. Actually, no. Maybe this one. Okay. Time to vote, chat. But you see... Shit. I'm not throwing! I'm not throwing! I'm not throwing, I'm trying. It's just this vote was stacked against me. This vote was stacked against me. We burned the monster. Voting is closed. No, burn me if you wish, but spare my beautiful boy. No! Count Maestro Ren's hideous creation is burned at dawn, filling the village with a choking, acrid smoke that doesn't dissipate for days. Riots spread across the east as the common folk protest that Count Maestro Ren himself has been allowed to escape justice. Ah, shit. Dude. So you're halfway through. You're halfway through. If you want to rebel, do that. But it's all based on what you think is the right choice. Green. Your Majesty, about the treasures of the late Lady Patrician Demetra. I heard that there was a necklace of rubies among them. Where is the necklace now? This is of utmost importance. I really don't know. The High Inquisitor shakes her head pityingly. A frail monk in the 7th century wrote of a ruby necklace that drove those around it to sin. I believe that the late Lady Patrician Demetra had it in her collection. After all this time, it may have surfaced. This proof seems flimsy. The High Inquisitor draws herself up to her full height and fixes you with a steel glare. You doubt the word of a 7th century monk who is known for his wisdom? The necklace should be destroyed. It could be tested, but the holy regents will be expensive. You call the council to discuss the situation. I knew all along that estate was a bad idea. As did I. A bad business, that's what I always said. Such a shame that your august majesty fell foul of this evil magic. Hee. Don't you want money? Money. You want money? Money. No, money. No, how dare you? How dare you usurp my kingdom? Voting closed. Voting has closed. Ignore the High Inquisitors and concerns. You dismiss and return to your duties, but fuck. The word gets around. As wilder rumors spread, the people cling to the church for safety. The High Inquisitor denies letting this story out. Some even... Fuck no! I've received another message from one of our spies. Let's hope this time her mission was a success. This one's on trade. Let's fucking go. Okay, let's wait to hear the success. Okay? Let's go! Yay! She's been welcomed into noble patrician hardworking mitochondria's court with open arms and is already flattering them with fawning songs. Let's hope our other spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks, you receive back word from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them have successfully wormed their way into your noble's courts. Now we must hope that they can maintain their cover. Okay, another gotcha, let's go. A few more weeks pass, you anxiously wait for the news. One day your spy master appears at your desk, her face lit by a tremendous... Let's go! Good news, your majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of your noble's darkest secrets. Did you know that noble patrician hard-working mitochondria has an irrational fear of lemons? You do now.
WOOT.
Thank you for the 6 months, Alaska. Thank you, thank you. We even have a few illicit romances between the nobles and our generically attractive bards. The blackmail writes itself. Yes, your majesty, let it all out. A bout of insane laughter now and then is good for the soul. But we can't get complacent. We must see if our other spies are equally as successful. Over the next few weeks, you send more and more positive reports. Soon you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It is with a sense of smugness that you call your next council session. As the nobles file in, you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything. Listen, your highness. I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them? No. No. I must have misheard you. I just called a vote. Let's go, chop chop. Chief, can you come up here for a moment? I need a word in private. Chief Chipsup walks up to your throne, his face quizzical. Your spy master leans over and whispers something in his ear, and he looks suddenly horrified. By Morgana's cauldron. How did you know that? Only my mother knows about that. Sit down, Chief. If the Queen doesn't want to vote today, there will be no vote. Chief Chipsup returns to his seat, trembling like a leaf. This is an outrage. The vote must go ahead. Hey, care for some lemonade? Leave me alone. I'll do whatever you say. I could get used to this. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun. An era of cooperation. Or else. Your wife meets you back at your chambers, your heir Allie too in her arms. Very clever, Allie. Let's just hope it doesn't all blow up in your face. This is where my reign really begins. I can't wait to see what you have planned. That night you sleep an untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne. No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night. Rematch, what the bug? This is the longest game we've done so far, by the way. If we do continue, and we do this one, what happens? Like, wait, what? Huh? What happens if I continue it? Does it just do it again? Is that what happens? Is that what happens? It's just going further? Oh, I think it just does it. Well, let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, it starts with Allie too. Oh, why do I have a beard? Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see how if we can rebel. I'm supposing that this just continues everything. Let's see. Okay. Nothing's wrong with beers. I'm just remarking that there's, you know. You can join still, don't worry. You can join still. That's a victory, okay. You have some big boots to fill. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? As the greatest monarch who ever lived. Okay, let's see. Alright. So you keep your wealth. It's the same terrain, I believe. Oh shit. The game crashed. What? No! No! The game crashed. Oh, what? It's not. No. No. Ah. Oh. I broke it. I guess I devolved.